the leader has to start cultivating a good sense of time and time management. So they know if, wow, we all of a sudden we have to carry one of our comrades or one of our players,
yes,
then we need to speed up. And so we get there on time.
Yes.
Or if they're making really good time, it's like, well, maybe we need to slow down and take a breather, get some water or something like that. Because if we get there too soon, we're going to give ourselves an immense amount of burpees.
The multiplier in Missions of Madness sort of plays the role of unintended consequences or unintended
obstacles.
Obstacles, yeah.
Yes.
So you're going along and you think that you've locked your route and your time hack. You know it's going to take 5 minutes to get to the train station. Then you have one more roll, and that's for the multiplier. The multiplier could be, in the game, we could be tied together at the ankles.
We could be tied together at the ankles. It's something unexpected that you could not account for.
Oh, let's go down this alley.
That you could not account for prior to figuring out the time hack. In this case, we talked about it earlier, a vehicle collision at an intersection would be an example in real life.
Yes.
You know, or for me this morning, actually.
That's right.
I had a train that I caught, and it caused me to be late. It's an unintended, obstacle to getting through or to your objective on time.
And that's just like real life, isn't it?
It's just like real life.
Because things happen. You think, oh, I'm going to make it to this place at this time, and then something happens.
Yeah.
So it's good to have experience and a means of dealing with that. Maybe you leave early, or maybe
you
change your route
account for an extra minute.
Yeah.
Knowing that you might be there a little bit early with the intention of that, well, maybe something will happen.
Yeah.
You don't want it to build it up to the point to where it's too much time, but you do want to build a little bit of time in there in case the unexpected does happen. And the way this is played in the game, as was stated earlier, is that we roll for a multiplier. And that could be tied together. That could be a type of exercise that is done from point A to point B.
Oh, what's the worst? The worst is lunges.
Yes, the worst is lunges. I had to do lunges for the better part of a quarter mile from Theatricos down to the park. And there was another time where we had to carry people on the last leg of the journey. So all these little things that you're not expecting will build up is on the multiplier that you're going to have to now be aware of could happen.
And there's no way to account for it. You just have to do it. You may be late, and don't be afraid of burpees.
Don't be afraid of burpees.
Because if you've been observant, then you'll be able to avoid your burpees. Oh, it's so good.
Well, and that's also part of the leadership role too, is one of the things that we have here is we don't have the ability to
turn right.
We don't have the ability to use a watch.
Yes, that's right.
There is a timekeeper that's keeping us honest with the time that we're making, but they're not allowed to tell us what that time is.
Not during the route.
Not during the route. So the leader has to start cultivating a good sense of time and time management. So they know if, wow, we all of a sudden we have to carry one of our comrades or one of our players,
yes,
then we need to speed up. And so we get there on time.
Yes.
Or if they're making really good time, it's like, well, maybe we need to slow down and take a breather, get some water or something like that. Because if we get there too soon, we're going to give ourselves an immense amount of burpees.
Oh, yes.
And that has happened, So Yeah, building that sense of time and that time management is really important for the players and the leaders, so that they are not, what's the word that I'm looking for? So that they can appropriately time their pacing to get to their objectives while accounting for their mission and their men.
Yes, yeah, there are a lot of things to manage, and that's a good demand on a leader to manage all those different components, not only the ones that are sort of predictable, but also ones that are unpredictable.
Yes.